also important is how you behave off the field. I mean, I have seen terrible parents. You won't believe. They were shouting they were criticizing the referee, they were criticizing the coach. Everybody was guilty, but not the boy. Because, I mean, the people are not objective in these things. So it is very important that you keep away and don't criticize your boy after the games, after the training sessions. I think it's important that they always know, my father will help you, my father supports me, my father or my mother picks me up from the training session, they bring me to the training session. Here it's necessary. We have a lot of public transport in Germany, so there's no problem. They come on their own and they go back on their own. They meet in the dressing room, they dress up, they go to the field, they leave after the training together the field, then they take a shower and then they go home. And of course they are happy if they have a chance that Papa or Mama is picking them up from there, because they save time. And I mean, the load on the boys in Germany, for example, is incredible. We have an elite school in München, elite school for soccer. And the boys are going on Monday, on Tuesday, and on Thursday from 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the afternoon to school. And then they go for training afterwards. On Wednesday they are off in the afternoon, as well in school as in training. And on Friday they leave school at lunchtime and they go for the training session and then they go home. And can you imagine, they have to study for school, they have to learn, they have a long transport way to go, because the boys are coming up to the under 16. They are coming all from the region of München. Only when they, for the under 16, we go to pick them up and we bring them into our boarding house in München, where they live, where they get all the treatment which is necessary, and where they have everything what is important. And the wonderful thing is, in München, is on the other hand side a problem. The wonderful thing is that they train, our boys are training on the same place where our first team is, on our training center. This is super, because this is a great motivation for them. They can say, they can watch what the first team is doing, how they train and how they behave and how good they are and where they wanted to go for. On the other hand side, it's too small, it's too tight, because we have no chance to expand. So they have to build for the future a new training center, and I think it is important that they live there, where they train and where they go to school, so they don't miss any time for transportation and going from home to training and so on. And on the weekends, of course, they have to go home after the matches. But, you know, we ask for a lot for our boys, and I mean, it's very difficult that they can make it. Parents must understand the development of the personality. I mean, you can understand kids, they come and ask you, Dad, what should we do? Mom, how do we solve these problems? But they get, as older they are becoming, they have much more personality. And they have more self-confidence, because they have successes in school, in football. They get self-confidence. I mean, I have experienced the same. In the past, when we went for a trip, holiday trip, they were all the time asking, Dad, what are we doing? What do we have? Where do we have to go? Last time I was with my two girls, they are 23 and 25. We have been in Africa. They told us how we have to behave, where we have to go to. And it's normal, because they speak much more languages, they get more and more experience, they get used to deal with everybody. So, and they are fixer in their thinking. This is a normal development, and I mean, it's important that you accept these things. When they get more self-confidence, support them, help them, give them, tell them, you are doing very well, it's great, you have a wonderful development. This is a wonderful thing. The next thing which is coming up by the kids is self-discipline. Because, I mean, on the beginning, they can't stay quiet, they have always something to do. And as older as they're becoming, as more as more self-discipline they are getting. The other point is self-determination. I mean, we have the dreams. We believe they should do this, this, this. But they know, as older they are becoming, better than anybody else what they want and for what they want to go. And another thing which is important, independence. You have to release them. The day is coming when you have to release your kids. And when they become adults, and many parents, they try to grab them still and are behind, let them go, let them fly. I think this is very important. When they have a very good education, and they get it through both parts, from the family, from the parents, from sport, from school, they have to interact with the people, and they know where they have to go. And I think they know exactly that they are responsible and that they find their way. I think we are in a world where we like all to be winners. We believe we are the best, we win permanently, but you can't win every time. Winning is important, but it's not everything. And I think when you lose, take Bayern München. We lost 2 Champions League finals, but we won the 3rd one. And I mean, there was a big will. They were all saying, I'm convinced that this was a major impact for all the players. They were saying, this year we have the chance and we go for it. And nobody was pessimistic. Everybody was saying, we are going to win. And you get the second chance and you can make it. But important is that your kid is becoming a personality. Support them, help them. This is the best what they can reach and what they can go for. Whether they become top football players. I have never been a top football player, but I went my way. And I know many people, they made their way. Important is that you like it, that you love it, then you are becoming enthusiastic about these things, and then you are good. And that's the most important thing. And this is a key thing for you, that don't put pressure on, support your kids, help your kids, understand your kid, but on the other side, hand side, make clear that they have obligation in the same way. They can't say, I don't like to learn, I don't like to study, I don't like to be good in school. This is no argument at all. They have the right that they have good parents, that they have good at home, that they have many opportunities to go to higher schools, to go forward, to get supported, but they have in the same way they have in the same obligations because they have to fulfill. And I think this is important, that you find always the balance in the way what you want to achieve. This is what I would like to tell you. And I think it's important that you are aware that it's a massive job to have kids and to educate kids, and you are the most important people for them. Never forget, you are very, very important for them. But there will come a time where they learn to fly, and this is what you have to accept. This is what I would like to say to you, and I wish you all that you are happy with your kids, that you have great time in front of you, and that the kids are fulfilling their dreams. Thank you.